we begin tonight with a visit to the Upside Down, because it is only there that Donald Trump may be able to get away with attempting to lay the blame for the violent state of our politics at the feet of Vice President Kamala Harris and the Democrats. If Merriam-Webster was looking for a new example to help define the term gaslighting, they should look no further than Trump's claim that the latest apparent assassination attempt against him is a direct result of the, quote, highly inflammatory language from the other side. And following that claim, in his next breath, he goes on to use that same inflammatory language against them, saying, quote, these are people that want to destroy our country. It is called the enemy from within. They are the real threat. It's as if Trump believes that we all have a collective case of amnesia from, well, his entire lifetime of using that rhetoric against anyone and everyone who even looks at him the wrong way. As the New York Times, Peter Baker writes, Trump is at the heart of today's eruption of political violence, reminding readers that he has long favored the language of violence in his political discourse, encouraging supporters to beat up hecklers, threatening to shoot looters and undocumented migrants, mocking a near-fatal attack on the husband of the Democratic House Speaker, and suggesting that a general he deemed disloyal be executed. While Trump's running mate J.D. Vance really tried hard yesterday to make his new boss proud by making the case against the other side. We thought, we'd provide the receipts to James David about just who needs to tone down the incitement based on his high standards.
I do think that we should take this opportunity to call for a reduction in the ridiculous and inflammatory political rhetoric coming from too many corners of our politics.
If Comrade Kamala Harris gets 4 more years, you will be living a full-blown banana republic ruled by an anarchy and a tyranny. It's the people that surround her. They're scum. They're scum. And they want to take down our country. They are absolute garbage.
But the big difference between conservatives and liberals is that no one has tried to kill Kamala Harris in the last couple of months.
A Virginia man was arrested on Friday and charged with threatening to kill Vice President Kamala Harris.
Federal authorities had charged a man from Memphis with making death threats against President Biden and Vice President Harris.
We can debate one another, but we cannot tell the American people that one candidate is a fascist, and if he's elected, it is going to be the end of American democracy.
There's a radical left, Marxist, communist, fascist. Comrade is the best because it says she's a Marxist, communist, fascist person, she's a fascist. She's a threat to democracy. If she ever got elected, she'd change it, and it will be the end of our country.
Yes, the sweet smell of receipts. But the height of J.D. Vance's hypocrisy is his inability to take any responsibility for the pain and fear he has subjected his own constituents to. Lies about the town of Springfield, Ohio, and its Haitian immigrant community that have had real and frightening consequences. Today, children, little kids, elementary schoolers, entered school under the watchful eye of Ohio State troopers who are stationed across all 17 buildings of the Springfield School District on the orders of Ohio Governor Mike DeWine. DeWine said Monday that at least 33 bomb threats have been made in Springfield since the lies about the city and Haitian immigrants were pushed by Trump and Vance.
Does J.D. Vance think we're all mentally incapacitated? Because he thinks that somehow the Democrats are responsible for the attempts made on, his guy because of all the violent and hateful rhetoric. Has he listened to his guy anytime at all? Same one that likes to call people Marxists and communists and socialists, talking about fighting and bloodbaths, about pew-pewing protesters, that people can punch hecklers in the face, poisoning the bloodline. Those things don't give me the warm and fuzzies. And I don't recall anybody from this side saying that stuff. Yeah, we did say that he is a threat to democracy. But isn't that the truth? With every decision that this man has made since he decided to become president, he's done everything to squash democracy. Flat out said he doesn't like that people have the choice to vote. He literally said he wants to be dictator on day one. If you think that he would stop at day one, you are crazy. When we say he's a threat to democracy, he's a threat to democracy. The way we take him out is by voting. Not violence, voting. So maybe you guys should stop your hateful rhetoric.